We made it.
Perché non giri?
Me lo vietano.
Come te lo vietano?
There we are. First racing weekend of the season. We made it. This COVID situation made me think at the beginning of the year that everything could have been cancelled, but in the end we made it. So we're here for this race. I can't really tell you how I feel because it's a mix of excitement, fear, anxiety, wish to win. It's really a mix of things that I can't describe by just using the words. But it's what makes this sport amazing. So the difference between this year and last year, one of the many differences, is that now we start from Thursday. So actually the racing weekend starts on Friday, but today, which is Thursday, there are free practices organized. So we are here to test that everything is fine, to find again the right direction and get ready for tomorrow. Because tomorrow I will have free practice 1 and qualifying 1. I'm ready.
Laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
I always knew that in the racing weekend I am faster, I go faster. And so I went in with a front tire of 45 laps and a rear one of 36, and I did my best ever, 1.40.7, and I'm happy about that. I knew that in the racing weekend I got a little bit more. Super. Now we did some changes in the bike. It became necessary a harder front spring because I'm braking hard, I'm asking a lot, so I need more sustain. So cool, I'm happy. I made a mistake. I had 36 laps in the rear and 64 in the front. I was impressed by how these Metzeler tires work because 36 in the K1 on the rear and 64 in the K2 in the front, and I did my best lap. Amazing. Now I've put new tire in the front and unused K0 in the rear.
'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
So I'm here with Max Damiani from Metzeler.
Ciao.
And I saw you doing something with, it looked like a needle on my tire. So
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I'm checking tire temperature.
Okay, let's
Okay.
stay at safety distance so you can
Okay.
take off the mask.
I was checking tire temperature. I use a pyrometer,
Okay.
that is typical to measure tire temperature. The need is to go inside the bulk of the compound because the information we need to know has to be precise.
Okay.
So using the normal standard X-ray measurement it gives you a fake reading.
Okay.
So if you use this kind of pyrometer, normally you have the measurement of the bulk of the compound that is the one that we want to see.
That's because maybe the outside is cooler than the inside, so you need to go inside to check the temperature,
Yes.
not just outside with the laser.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Plus, if you stay the distance you are from the tire, the amount of dirt that there is on the tire
Okay.
may have an influence of the reading that you have. That's why we want to use that kind of pyometer.
Okay, so one thing that I hear a lot here in Italy is that Metzeler and Pirelli are the same tire, which is wrong, right?
Absolutely wrong. We are the same group,
Okay.
but the tire in itself are different. Okay, so Metzeler is a typical tire, let's say, for a kind of driver that is from the amateur to the semi-professional.
Okay.
While Pirelli is from the semi-professional to the professional, till the point that we use it in the World Championship Superbike.
Okay. And one thing that I felt here in Misano is that I was using the K1 in the front, which is softer,
Yeah.
and I felt that the bike moving too much,
Yeah.
and it didn't give me confidence. So I put the K2, which is a harder compound, and I felt much better. So why is that?
The reason is simple, because inside the tire, so inside the bulk of the compound, the temperature is so high, okay, that you are generating some movement due
Okay.
to an excess of temperature. Using the K2 in the same environment, you are working in a range of temperature that is lower, and you are not generating the same amount of movement.
So that movement that I felt is not because the construction of the tire was kind of softer, but it was because the compound was softer, so it warmed up a lot more.
It's a matter of temperature. There was too much temperature in the front. This
Okay.
Excess of temperature is generating a lot of movement,
so-
and this is upsetting you.
So that was because of the temperature, not because of the structure.
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool. And one thing that I noticed in the rear, in this session, I've put a very used tire, okay? And I realized that in the outer part, okay, the tire was great.
Yeah.
So at the maximum lean, everything was fine. But after that, the tire became very used. And so as soon as I put the bike straight and started to accelerate, I felt it pretty bad. So why is the tire consuming differently in the outer part than the inner part?
The wear profile we are observing here today in Misano, related to the track temperature we are having and to the fact that the track has been resurfaced recently,
Okay.
is giving us a scenario of wear profile that is equal to all the bikes and to all the tire we have inspected, both Metzeler and Pirelli. This in particular on the drive zone of the tread.
So what is the drive zone?
The drive zone is the part that is in between the shoulder of the tire and the center of the tread.
Okay, which is the part
Where you see the excess of wear
Okay.
is exactly where this was upsetting the balance of your bike.
Okay, cool.
Because if you look at the tire, it's very used in the drive zone, which is the zone that I felt bad when I was accelerating.
We can read the tires,
Yeah.
and then I can explain you
Cool.
what is happening. Okay, this is the tire. We are talking about what we just said. So here is the leaning side where you said that you have maximum grip,
Yeah.
there is no problem. So as soon as you go up, you lift the bike going from center to exit of the corner, you go in this area, okay, where you have the maximum wear. You
Okay.
can see from this kind of vibration, but you also see from the level of wear you have on the tire.
Okay.
Okay.
With this hole, right?
Yes, this hole. So here, in this part of the tire, you are not generating the same amount of heating that you have here or here, simply because the amount of rubber you have here is much less than here and here.
Okay.
I just measured the temperature when you stopped in the garage, and between this side and this side there was till 15 Celsius.
Wow, this was cooler than this.
No, this was cooler than this.
Ah, okay.
Because you have less rubber and so it's cooling down
Okay.
quite quickly. Okay, this is what is upsetting you.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
This is your wear limitation.
Okay.
You are limited on this side by this amount of rubber. So the suggestion to the team is to measure this tread wear indicator, okay, in order to have an idea of the millimeters remaining. That is your limit from a wear point of view.
Okay. Cool. So we measure it now, and we see that every time we reach that depth.
You know that you are in the end.
Okay.
For this track, for this condition. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ciao.
When I'm with you, I am able to keep pushing my limits and all the drive that I have. Well, I'm going the distance with you.
Oh, it's raining. I've never seen the rain in these months. It's incredible. Luckily, I did the Thursday yesterday because I don't think we're gonna ride today. It's noon now. The qualifying is in 3.5 hours. Unless the sun comes out now, it's not gonna dry. At least I don't think so. The track is flooded. That's why it was important to ride on Thursday yesterday. Because imagine if I didn't ride yesterday, I would have gone straight in qualifying 2 tomorrow morning.
È arrivato il grande Albert, hai dormito fino adesso?
Più o meno.
Ma hai girato col bagnato?
Assolutamente no.
Ah.
No, io avessi 2 moto ci girerei col bagnato, ma non è una sola. e neanche tanto.
2 moto, 2 tute,
tanto
2 tute
potente.
ce l'abbiamo anche.
Che figo il box.
Hai visto?
Minchia. Sei carico?
Sono carico, mi spiace solo per il tempo.
Ti è andata di sfiga.
Ti è andata di culo a te, così tu hai girato ieri, oggi, tanto, almeno oggi ti riposi, giusto?
L'hai lanciata, eh?
Tempo record, il buon Luca in un attimo l'ha messa a posto.
Sì, eh? T'ha fatto tanti danni?
Insomma, qualcosina. Diciamo che una qualche notte me l'ha fatta mancare.
Sì, eh? Poi giusto quei 3 giorni prima del weekend di gara.
Esatto, condizioni migliori per andare a provare. 3 giorni prima.
No, volevo fare un paio di giri in più prima delle qualifiche della
sai com'è?
gara, giusto per vedere quella curva dove mi è partito l'anteriore, vedere come mai.
Sei caduto giusto ai 220 tipo.
Sì, 200 più o meno.
Ma ha detto qualcuno che sei entrato 25 km/h più forte.
Esatto. Beh, stavo facendo il tempo però,
Sì, no, infatti oltre a quello gli ho anche detto che fino a lì non avevi sbagliato niente.
Oh Luca, ma piove, perché non giri?
Me lo vietano. vi rendete
Come te lo
conto?
vietano?
Cioè, gli ho detto, mettiamo a posto la carburazione che dobbiamo ancora fare un sacco di cose per domani, poi c'è la qualifica, mi fanno, no, si sono anche inventati che potrebbero esserci persone che mi centrano, cioè, non sta girando nessuno, cioè, capito?
Ma in cuor tuo la sai qual è la vera motivazione?
So che qui in questa pista oggi c'è tutta, come si dice, i capi della ditta demolizioni e quindi potrebbe succedere veramente di tutto.
Non si
Potremmo
fidano.
fare implodere Misano World Circuit, capito? Quindi,
Non si fidano di te Luca.
niente, cioè tutti che girano e noi siamo fermi, cioè sono fermo qua, io sarei già in
Incredibile.
pista ma niente.
Incredibile.
I didn't know what I had till I knew I was missing everything that I dread. Well, I built a resistance with you. Time was well spent, that's when I knew that I need to spend my life here with you.
Oh my god, what happened? I just stopped because the marshal told me to stop, I think to check the stickers, and the rider behind me didn't see me. So he flipped over and he crashed. I'm so sorry for him because he was really fast, he was going to make a nice season, and with that crash he broke his shoulder, so the weekend is over for him. Damn it. I just wanted to show you this video to remind you how dangerous the pit lane is. Because we usually don't think about it, but the pit lane is the most dangerous part of the track because it's where the motorbikes and the people live together. So you always have to be super careful because it really takes just 1 second to get distracted and to crash into someone. Get well soon, Matteo. I hope you'll be there for the second race of the season. And now let's go for the qualifying.
fatto poco meno di 10.
Pole position for now. This is just the Q1. I'm happy. I wasn't pushing to the limit, okay? I had some safe margin, so I can go faster. Considering how the conditions were this morning, tomorrow morning I will put the K-X, which is the fastest tire, and I'll try to do more.
This is the right way to start a racing weekend. Temporary pole position in Q1, and this is the proof that the hard work always pays back. This year the level was higher than last year, and this year I should have struggled. Instead, thanks to the hard work of the team in these last 2 months, we arrived here in Misano with a good chance to win. Obviously, we must not celebrate yet. Actually, today the track was lower, because actually today the track was not fast and main riders didn't use the qualifying tire. So tomorrow in Q2, many riders will put the super soft tire and will go faster. So with my 140.6, for sure I will not have the pole position. I'm pretty sure someone will ride in 139 tomorrow. So in qualifying 2, I will put the X tire and push my R1 to the limit to try to reconfirm today's pole position.